What I like to do is make a dressing. So we're going to make a little red wine vinaigrette. So we're going to use a little bit of red wine vinegar. You guys like red wine vinegar? Yeah, it's really good. Now, I like to sweeten mine up a little bit. So we're going to add some honey. How many of you use honey? You guys, how many of you use it? Good. Every day? Excellent. So a little bit of honey, some salt and some pepper, and of course my favorite. Sure. And of course my favorite, which is? And I use a lot of lemons. I really, really love lemons. They add lots of flavor without adding any fat, really. And I think it's one of those staples that everybody should have. So we're going to do a little bit of lemon juice, and then we're going to grate a little bit of lemon zest. Funny how I'm using all my handy little things here. There we go. Really and truly, you should grate your lemon before you cut it, but you know, talking to you, and I'm looking out, and I forgot that I should do that first. So we all make mistakes, so you can grate it anyway, okay? You guys ask questions as we go along, no worries, okay? Yeah. I have found a whole wheat pasta that's yummy. Is it here? I guess it's not. But I have a whole wheat penne that I really like. It's got a little bit more bite to it, and I actually was walking a mom through the store, one of the Target stores this morning, and she asked me, I'd love to feed my kids something other than just, you know, regular semolina flour pasta. And I said, well, we have a whole wheat pasta. I do. It's a penne cut, which I think a lot of kids like because the sauce gets trapped inside of it. And so I was telling her, she's like, yeah, but what if my kids, they might notice it's whole wheat? And I said, you know what? If you toss it with a little bit of tomato sauce and make some meatballs and stuff, they'll never know it's whole wheat, and it tastes delicious. So give it a try, okay, the next time you're there. You ready for me? Okay, so why don't you finish up the sauce then? So you add to the dressing, we're going to add a little bit of olive oil, and you're going to use a whisk. Yes, we've been inundated with bees around here. I think they can smell the good food. Oh, thank you, darling. So this is the whole wheat pasta. And as you can see, it's a nice darker color. And there's a recipe on the back. So with all of these things that you'll find from me at Target, you will find a recipe or an idea of how to use it. So my vinaigrettes, they're not just for salads, but of course you can use them to toss them with warm pasta, you can use them as a dipping, you can do a lot of things with it. So I think that the most important thing with all of these is to arm you with what you can do with them. So that way you're not lost or bored. Okay? So we'll leave that there. How you doing? No. Just a little bit of, oh, that's okay. Did you use all the, you know, we've got a lot of orzo, so I'm not really worried about it. Maybe add a little more salt then. And a little, yeah, and a little more lemon juice. There you go. We don't have any more honey, I don't think, unless you can scrape the bottom of that one. Okay, good. I like this, Yvette. You're a good little sous chef, Yvette. I love it. Okay, what other questions do we have? Yes. Oh, and you have a microphone, too.
Oh, I do.
Excellent.
First, I love you.
Thanks.
And
well, first, what's your name?
Dominic.
Hi, Dominic.
And I'm attending culinary school. You're my inspiration. And second, or my question for you is, what's your favorite pasta?
So what's my favorite pasta cut, or what's my favorite pasta dish?
Pasta cut. Like, what's your favorite pasta cut?
I think that my favorite is penne. And I think that and penne rigate, which means that there's little lines on the penne, okay? Not the ones that are just flat, smooth. Because the sauce actually gets trapped inside the penne and on those little ridges. So you need to have those ridges on your penne. And I think that's probably my favorite cut. That, and I would say second to farfalle. I love farfalle. And in fact, my daughter loves it too. They're really fun. You know, they look like little butterflies. They're really, or bow ties. Yes, you guys call them bow ties. That's right. Bow tie. Bow tie, a.k.a. farfalle. Those are my two favorites. That's a very good question. And good luck with culinary school. That's very exciting. We're going to have a lot of really good chefs in the next couple of years. With all these kids going to culinary school, you guys, we're all going to be eating very, very well. It's going to be great. Next question, as I help Yvette. How you doing, Yvette? Did you taste it? Oh, you should. Yeah. Come on. It needs a lot of vinegar. Woo! Yeah, dump it. Go for it. Now we need a little towel or something. Here, Yvette. We want to protect your clothes over here, so hold on a second while we do this. There we go.
We have a question.
Go. Yes?
Hi, you were the locals lady on television. I'm the second name Dominic there. I have a question about anything artificial.
Wait, wave, because I can't see you. Oh, hi.
I'm a big guy. All right. Let's see. What was I well, hey, do you use anything artificial in your kitchen? Any artificial sweeteners or like in terms of honey? What do you go to in the store?
In terms of honey, I like to buy organic. Okay. Or if not, I like to buy local. Bees, it's really much better for honey if you get something that, you know, the bees are locally pollinating within your area. It'll be easier because a lot of people have actually allergies to honey, which is why kids are not allowed to have honey until they're over 2 years old for that exact reason. But as far as artificial sweeteners, yeah, I don't really do artificial sweeteners. I have to tell you, I'm really into agave these days. Have you guys tried agave? Do you guys know what it is? Some of you are nodding, others of you are looking at me like, what? So it comes from a cactus plant in South America. It's very similar to the plant that they make tequila out of, but obviously it's not tequila. And it's super sweet, and it's very similar in texture to a maple syrup. And I use it in coffee and a lot of different baked goods these days to stay away a little bit away from sugar, so I don't have sugar every day. Because as some of you might know, I am a sugar addict. So to kind of break that up a little bit. But what do you use artificial sweeteners? Oh, he just got an apron, so he's very excited right now. He doesn't know what to do. You don't know what to do with yourself. You just got an apron.
I'm sorry, what did you ask?
Never mind. We're moving on. Never mind. Thank you for asking the question. See, you got something out of it. What do you know, right? Yes.
I have one more question. You said to hold out a quarter of a cup of the pasta water. What was that for?
Where are you? I'm just looking at a sea of people. Okay, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Get right back to your question. I'm very good, thank you. Save a quarter cup of your pasta water because it helps to create a sauce for your pasta. There's the starches in the pasta water. So you know, like sometimes you're making a pasta with, let's say, sausage and peas and mushrooms, and there's no red sauce, and you're thinking, how is this thing going to stick together? So what you do is you drain the pasta, or you take the pasta out, you toss it with a little bit of cheese, you add all the ingredients, and then to make it a little bit more moist because it can get really dry, you add a little bit of pasta water, a couple tablespoons at a time, toss it together, and all of a sudden you get this creamy sauce, and you're thinking, where did that come from? Well, it came from the fact that there's glutens in the actual water from cooking the pasta, and there's lots of flavor in there because you salted it, right? So that's a great way to create a sauce. So that's why I'm telling you to hold on to a quarter cup of pasta water. And a lot of people I find these days are cooking, trying to split, just change it up a little bit. So we're not using tomato sauce for everything, and that's a great way to create a sauce for that tomato. Thank you. You got it. Sure. Okay, so your question was something about wine. Lemon juice. No, just use lemon juice. Yeah, with lemon juice. Yeah. Some people don't like the vinegar because it's too strong in a vinaigrette. So this lady right here wanted to know what else you could do. You can just use lemon juice. Yeah. Yeah. This works. That's it. Yeah. No problem. How you doing, Yvette? You look pretty good in that apron, I must say. Great. Okay. It's okay? So now we're going to pour it on there and we're going to toss it all together. There you go. There you go. Yeah, you better go because you're going to life. Yeah. And then maybe use both of these and you can toss them all together. What else, you guys? I think I'm Oh, wonderful.
How are you today?
I'm very
truly
good.
enjoy you. I wanted to ask you, did you put any fresh peppers in your orzo salad or your red vinaigrette? And the second question was the olive oil. Did you put that in the vinaigrette or is that going in the orzo salad?
I will tell you that fresh peppers, no, I did not add fresh peppers in there, but you can pretty much add any ingredients that you like in the salad. I'm making a basic salad here, but you could add whatever vegetables you want in there. You know, so that's a great idea. Peppers are loaded with vitamins and really good for you, and they have that nice sweet crunch that a lot of people like, including kids. So it's a great thing to add. The you asked about the vinegar. Is that what you said? No, oil.
The olive oil. Did you put that in the vinaigrette, or is that going in the orzo?
It went in the vinaigrette. So I make the vinaigrette and then I toss it in. Now I do have vinaigrettes at Target, and I actually have a Tuscan vinaigrette, which is very similar to this one. So you can always use that, or just make it from scratch. But yes, the olive oil goes in the vinaigrette, and then you toss the whole thing together. Pour the entire vinaigrette over it. Good question. We have a question right over here.
Hi, Jen, I'm right here. Hi. I have to take work today. I'm actually on lunch right now.
Oh, hi.
So I have to go back. My question is, I've been watching you since 2003. I know how you do it. My question is, how do you look like this? And you look like that. How do you do it? You look good. You eat a lot of pasta? How do you do it? I want to know. I eat a lot of pasta.
I think it's that's the number one asked question. That people stop me on the street and ask me that question. Yeah. So the thing is, it's portion size. Unfortunately, in Europe we know how to eat portion sizes, but here it's hard. It's really hard. You know, I even know that my daughter just started preschool, and I noticed her snacks are basically all you can eat. So for 45 minutes, she gets all you can eat bagels and cream cheese and crackers and all sorts of stuff. And I'm like, whoa, wait a second. We can't teach her at 2.5 that she's going to know when to stop eating, because she's not going to stop eating. So I think that we need to start learning from a very young age how to stop ourselves. So basically what I do is if I'm going to eat a pasta, then I'll eat an appetizer plate of pasta, not a main course plate of pasta. So if you're at a restaurant, either ask for that, or, eat half of it and have them pack up the rest and take it home and eat it the next day. We're not going hungry, any of us right here. So it's okay to eat less. It really is. Even if you think you're still hungry, because you actually have to teach your tummy not to eat so much. You know what I mean? So that's really what it is. And I do work out. It's portions, and I do. Of course I work out. I'm a 40-year-old woman. I got no choice but to work out. So, and that's okay. And that's fine. You know, even if you were to walk, looks like you're walking to lunch and back, just move. I don't care what you do. You don't have to go to the gym. Just move. Just get up from your chair and walk to the bathroom and walk back, or walk to go get a tea or something. Just move.
Thank you.
You got it. You got it. Are we done here? Okay. Are we going to taste it? Okay. So let's see if we can find some. Do we have a spoon or a fork or? Well, what about all the other people out here? We have a question. Here. There you go. There you go. Now you can go home. No worries. No worries. Here you go. All right, you guys, taste test time. Let's see how you did at it. You can be honest. Hold on, I'm trying to get like the perfect bite. Because see what happens with these things is all the dressing goes to the bottom. It's very good. It's very good. In my opinion, it needs a little bit of salt. But other than that, it is delicious. Nice job, Yvette. Can everybody thank Yvette for being up here? Thank you. Did you get your free groceries yet? You did not. Okay. So you're going to get your free groceries. You get to keep that. In fact, I should probably sign that for you. Where are they? How about a book, too, Yvette? Nice. There we go. Spell it for me. Beautiful. Thank you very much. There you go. Make something fun out of there, please. Okay. You have a great weekend. All right, you guys. What other questions can we answer?
We have a question right here.
Sure.
Hi, I work full time and I go to business school at night, and I only have time to watch your show in between, so it's just like the favorite part of my day. I'm just wondering if you have any like top time saving tips. So I love to cook, but I don't always have a lot of time.
We don't. None of us have any time, do we? What happened to all our time? Somehow it all got sucked away. Yes, I would say that to you. I would say that once a month, go shopping and stock that pantry. Okay, with your favorite ingredients, whether it's pastas and sauces.